I'm not even the one delivering the virtual chapel message to you all today. I want to introduce you all to a buddy of mine. His name is Dwayne Bryant. Now, Dwayne has been a motivational speaker since I've known him. It's well over 20 years. Dwayne's been a motivational speaker, traveled the world, speaking to children, to families, to parents. He's got curriculum on social emotional learning. He's got curriculum on bullying. He's got all kinds of curriculum that's designed to help children, families thrive and learn the inner nuances of one another. He's got his newest curriculum is on what's it called? His newest curriculum is on the impact of social media. And that's something you got to check out. But the reason I'm introducing you to Dwayne Bryant is he talks about the impact of a father, the impact of having both of your parents with you. And listen, I want him to share what he's doing, and I want him to share, I want him to share his story with you. And I want you to hear what happens when the parents are not together and are not on one accord with one another when it comes to the children. He can tell the story better than I can. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend and someone I consider to be a brother, Dwayne Bryant.
Hey, I want to share something with you. I'm actually sitting here writing a proposal for a major school district to provide services. I just got a text from my cousin, and she texted this picture right here, right? She texted this picture. Now, what's amazing is I sent this picture to a couple of my friends, and they said, hey, is that you in the middle? And it's actually not. That guy right there. It's actually a picture of my father. Now, here's what's interesting. I grew up wanting my father and my mother to be together, longing for that relationship to happen, but it never did. I was a bully. I got into fights. I got put out of an elementary school. And I always wanted my dad to be there, but he never was there. Literally, he lived less than 15 minutes away from my mother's house. And at 14, I left my mom's house to go live with him because my dad was my hero. I created this whole story in my head. And when I lived with him, I realized, wow, I'm not gonna reach success living here with this man. And so my cousin just sent me the picture. And as I'm looking at it, I'm looking at my grandmother, his mother on his side that I've never seen before. I'm looking at cousins and people who I've met some of them, but I really don't even know who they are. And as I'm writing this proposal, I had to pause because my eyes was getting really teary because this is a part of my family I don't even know. It's possible with my cousins living this close, I could have been liking one of my freaking cousins. So dads, if you don't work with the mother, trust me, I understand that part. I don't understand not having a relationship with your children. Because here's what's interesting. All my life, right? I have worked with young people because I knew the pain that I felt by not having a father, and I knew the hurt that I felt. And I remember being in college with this wonderful woman named Miss Ozzie Ritchie. Sometime I would go to her office and say, Miss Ritchie, I wish I had a father because I think I would be a better man. And she always would say, Dwayne, I'm so happy you didn't have a father. I was like, why would you say that? She said, because if you had a father, you wouldn't be exactly who you are right now. And those words just touched my heart because it let me realize that even though I was longing for something I did not have, that God still blessed me amazingly, right? And created a wonderful man. So now my work with young people, part of it is because I did not have that father in the home, and that sense of loss, that sense of lack, I wanted to make sure that I would cover so many young people that did not have a father. And literally my business, we've mentored well over about 35 to 50 some thousand, thousand students, direct mentoring. And, you know, it's just amazing because of that lack. And sometimes it's like God sets you up, right? So because I did not have that, it made me want to work hard to make sure that our young people at least had a black man who would show up every single time he was supposed to. A black man will teach them, will instruct them, will lead them, will give them curriculum, will give them field trips, will take them and expose them. Not just me, but I had a team. I mean, at one point I had 23 people on my payroll. And so I wanted them to see black men and women working together, solving problems together, relating. I've had some of the greatest people on my payroll: Aries Davis, Henry McGee, Bonita, Dr. Bonita Parker, Kelly Fair, Derek Young, Maria Bryant, Everett Gutierrez, Juanita Reyes, Dan Duster, Derek Young, Wayne Issa, Renee Carr, Terrence Carr, Sarah Royce Boyd at that time. I mean, some amazing people. And they were able to see people who look like them, who love on them. So it's just amazing. So I got to get back to work. But I'm going to sit here and work with this picture of my father, my grandmother, who I've never met, my cousins, some of who I've met, but many who I've never met. And so, in short, fathers, if you can't get along with the woman, I understand that. But come for your kids, because there's a void that you leave in their heart and in their mind, and they have to recreate that themselves. And it's either two things gonna happen. I read somewhere that said most men spend their whole life either trying to live up to their father's expectation or not to be like him. And I've lived my life trying not to be like him, because I've exceeded the expectations, like hands down. And he didn't keep his word, which is why I keep mine. He didn't show up, which is why I've shown up. So dads, we gotta do better. We have to do better, period. Now I'm going back to work. Peace.